Hey guys, Daniel James here, and today we're going to be having a look at KeepForest's new percussion library, trailer percussion library, Ferrum? Anyway, so the way we're doing this is having a look. For those of you who don't know what that is, basically we're just opening the library and we're just going to play with it while writing some music, just talking about it while using it, fun things like that. And the best way I've discovered of showing this library off is to literally just go through the sounds, and I think within the first 10 seconds you will understand what this library is. Here we go. So as you can tell, big and punchy. So I think the best way to show this library, because it does one specific thing, which is that trailer percussion, but it does it really well. What I'd like to do is just sort of play around and write some music with it. So first off, we'll just go through what the actual sounds are and the things you can do with the UI, and then we'll do the writing. So as you heard in the hybrid trailer percussion section is a collection of single, but by the looks of it, round robin, huge epic trailer percussion. Dum dum dum. So like Damage 2, it looks like they've got one of these movable microphones. Let's see what it does. So all the way to the front. Let's find out. Yeah, this one's going to be good for reverb. So that's dry. Mid-room, back of the room. One thing I like is that this is very, it moves very seamlessly. I can only imagine. I feel like to do this in Contact, you'd have to have a picture for this every single place it is. But anyway, I feel like it doesn't affect the sound quite as drastically as Damage does. But anyway, so up here we have playback mode, so you can make it mono. If you just want them straight down the middle like that. You've got stereo. Obviously, for just your regular 2-speaker playbacks. Now, doubling, what it does is it takes the sound and it actually plays it twice, but sends one to the left and one to the right. Which is great. If you've, let's say, for example, you've already got a percussion section that's playing the dun, 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 but you, they're down the middle or whatever, it's part of your usual drum section. If you use the stereo one, it does throw them almost entirely to the stereo speed, to the stereo and out the mid. Or sorry, the side channel, I guess you call it, not stereo. The side channel as opposed to the mono channel. I mean, it is down the mono channel, but when it's out wide, listen to the difference. So there's definitely a lot more space down the middle when you do it that way. But then we also have Ensemble, which allows you to layer up to, I think, how many is it again? Oh, is it like 16? Yeah. So this is 3. And what this is doing is it's basically just triggering the sound that many times by the actual sound of it. That sounds like what it's doing. Because you can almost hear a little bit of phasing going on in there. But as you can see, it's just triggering all the different round robins. If it gets quieter, you hear how much transient there is, whereas if you listen to this, the transient's completely gone. I imagine that's due to phasing. So what's happening there is it's actually phasing out. That just means that the round robin is using the same sample multiple times to achieve, the round robin. It means that the dish part of that I'm not saying that for sure. I'm just saying the fact that it phases out when you go ensemble means that they're probably using the same sample for the round robins, which is sort of a fake round robin, but it sounds great, so it's not a problem. Yeah, so turning on and off global means that you can change the drum. So let's say we want this one on the left, but this one on the right. But I'm going to whack it to global, put them all front and center. There we go. So over here we have the close mic and we got reverb. So let's just try pulling the close off and see what happens. Just the close without reverb. And of course you can change the reverb to be whatever you want it to be. And then you have your usual ADSR things. Start time you wouldn't really change. Unless you want something specific. But they do also have this, which I do actually enjoy. So they have, it doesn't work amazingly great for all of the sounds, because obviously they're big, boomy sounds. But if you've got shorter ones, they work a bit better. So I'll just pull up some of these basic ones. Just gonna pull this reverb down. Which is great, but they also have like cinematic ones. Trailer basics. Let's try some of those. Not that one. Okay. So basically, it's just basic trailer rhythms, but they do have some mental ones, if I remember correctly. I just need to find them. So look at all these different rhythms they have. I was impressed with how many they have. I think I saw some cinematic ones in there. Finger bells, fills, complex action 16ths. It's a bit fast. Let's pull it down to like 97 or something. That's what I'm saying. For these like big boomy drums, this doesn't work amazingly well, but complex action. There was cinematic. I wasn't dreaming it. So they have pan as well. So I guess this is just like per note. How do you want it to pan? So we'll have those ones go left, right, you know, just whatever. See what happens. As you would expect. And then the filter and the pitch. So the pitch, that's just to do tonal. I don't know why you'd do that with drums, but, you know, I guess if you wanted to like do some sort of weird gated. Like if you were doing something crazy like that. But they also have this at the bottom, human. So I imagine this is going to be the humanizer. Again, for those who don't know what a humanizer is, that's just basically, it will make it, so you can see the rhythm here. It will basically just make it not as perfect. It will adjust the timing so that it randomizes by 1% usually, I guess, by however much I turn this. But like if this is at 0, or if I turn it up to 60, you can hear it sounds like a drunk human. But if you have it a little bit, it just makes it a little bit more. Like the thing with humanizers is good humans don't make that many mistakes. Like even here, I think it'll be too much, even at like 50%. Like humans aren't that bad. I mean, some of them are, but not all of them. So like for this, you just want a few milliseconds. Even that felt almost too much, and that's only 9 milliseconds. So there you go. There's something to keep in mind there. Right. And then, of course, you've got master effects. And this is just the built-in effects from the old contact itself. I kind of like that, actually. Let me turn off the rhythm. Do they have the rotator in here as well? Cry one. Why not? That sounds like someone laughing. But I do like. I love that they just let you set it up however you want. And oh, that's cool. And they've allowed it so you can actually move where in the chain the effects are. This by itself, by the way, is quite a decent innovation. I don't know if they're the first ones to do this, where you're selecting your own out of the plugins, but from a programming standpoint and someone who's done things like this before, like that is an impressive feat. Right, so let's just go through some of the sounds, have a listen, see what they sound like. So epic trailer percussion. Ooh. I mean, I need a bass line for that, don't I? Let's pull up Diva. Boo, 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 boo. Something like that. I mean, you could just, even though that sounds crap, like with the right drums, that could actually sound huge. I guess we could do it 16th. Don't know why I'm programming this. So, okay. I've just got that synth there so that I can now play over it if I need to. Oh, I like the sound of that one. How do we... Oh, yeah. kicking your can all over the place. Rock you. That's a great clap. Okay, let's try it. Dun, 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 dun. So it'd be like, let's do that. Just get that in there, time that up. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. It's a cool rhythm. I actually want that. Do. Oh. So like if I just put that for a few bars, just so that I can get my bass. Do some cool things with that. So these ones, the massive ensemble just gets more gets wider the further up the keyboard. So and then do. I don't know, something like that. Yeah, that works as a nice little intro rhythm. I'm going to keep that there. I'll move on to the next track. Super snares. Oh, yeah. So the super snares are what you would expect. Listen to that. So these are like jump, jump, jump. In a world, mankind divided. One hero save them all. No. No. Mankind divided. Yeah, so I've noticed that sometimes their patches seem to phase with each other. So if you hear phasing, it just means that some of the sounds on the keys that you're playing are identical. So that does mean that not every round robin in this library is original, or at least completely original. And it means not every sound is completely original. It means that some sounds are like, it would be like if you are creating a sample library and you want to make lots of sounds. It's like, okay, I've got this kick drum, which gives the thump and the smack that I need for the drums. So instead of make a unique thumping drum for every single sound, I'll just use this one sub kick for everything, which is good, you know, if it works well. But if you wanted to play two notes together, that note is then going to phase itself out or get twice as loud. Depends where in the phase you hit it. If you hit it direct on the phase, it'll be twice as loud. But if you don't, it'll be silent. It'll be completely silent. Well, I mean, you'll hear everything else. That's why the big ensemble one sounds the way it does without all the transients and the attacks and stuff. Ooh. Dude, these are so cool. They're very clean, which I like. So are these tempo sync? Let's have a look. It feels like they are 1 bar long. Let's see. Maybe not. Yeah. So they're like, I don't think they're tempo synced. Nice. All right, let's try the one shots. I like that sound, so I'm keeping it in there. Metallic trailer hits. So we already did this one, so we'll go to the next one. Metallic trailer hits. Dude, they're so fucking big. Okay, I'll delete the Queen, but you understand. So these are cool. These are just the punches. So these things are cool if you already have drums, but you want to add the punch. So like I was saying, how some of their drums share punch. I feel like some of these are sharing the kick, but they don't phase out, so I could be wrong. But yeah, so like let's say you were doing your damage too or whatever, you needed a stronger transient. That's where things like this come in handy. Because you get like the thud of that hit, but you don't get the actual full thing, which is, you know, probably what you want. Probably what you want more. So this one's a bit different because we actually have room mics on this one. So let's have a listen to these mic positions to see what they're like. For some reason, they didn't want any far room mic on this sound. Fuck. Oh my God. So something to developers, if you make, and I like this will come across hypocritical, but we're working on it ourselves. If you make faders, right? If you make faders or controllers in your UI, you can't have them pixel perfect. Create like an entire region around this because there's no reason, like at no point am I ever going to try and move the UI by clicking here. You know what I mean? Like if I'm moving the UI, I'm clicking up here. Like, you know what I mean? I'm clicking somewhere out the way. I'm clicking somewhere where there's no controls because I don't want to hit the controls. So it's more likely that I'm going to avoid going to the control and accidentally fucking up the control in trying to move the instrument to another place than I am going to fucking accidentally move it because I'm trying to move one of the faders. You see? Because look, it works, look, and it moves the fader, but if you move 1 pixel to the right, look, you see how finicky that is? Look, what? Just 1 pixel to the right. Here we go. Now, I don't understand why people are like that, but like whatever that was, goodbye. Some people just be like they be. I don't even know what that said. Like, because my chat window is so small, I can't. It's all right. He wants to get himself banned. That's one way to do it. So let me put this on global. Let's just listen to the close mics. Whatever this was originally, it's distorting. Oh, interesting. So I wonder... Oh, okay. So that's interesting. I actually prefer that. Can you see on the left there? So as I move this around, it actually adjusts the mic position. I actually really like that visual representation. This is a really cool idea. I've between this and damage, between this setup and damage's setup, this is the future of how you do mic positions, in my opinion. String libraries need this, brass libraries need. Imagine if you had a string library and you could just place it like that. And it adjusted the mic positions, the panning to match. That should be how reverb in plugins is done from now on. Not just the mic faders. We should be able to place them in 3D because it's possible. If there's one thing companies have shown us, it's that this is possible to do. I mean, look at it. There's no lag. There's nothing. It's just immediately building the thing. And it does the same on the ones that don't even have the mic positions. It even fakes it on the ones that you don't have. So imagine this in like Sign Player or Spitfire Player or Play Engine, like someone just said in chat room. Imagine having this option. These are the kinds of things that you should be pushing towards the developers. The next time you see a thread about one of their built-in players, point them towards these things as a good idea, as the solidest of ideas. Right, so that was the Factory Hall ensemble. Anvils. Anvils I don't tend to use that much. But I get that they are... No sounds on that one. Oh, got them too high. I get that some people use them in trailers. I don't think I've ever used an anvil hit. Like that's the thing. So like they're called round robin, and it's a little cheeky. I don't know if they're doing that in marketing, but if you use the same sample, it's not a round robin. Like you can tell that's the same sample because it has the exact same at the end of it, like that of something. Like it sounds like the same sample over and over again. So I mean, a lot of these you could just bust out. Some of them. Like, you can usually tell whether or not they're using the same samples by just whacking up the ensemble. If it sounds like part of the sound disappears, then it's phasing out, right? Okay, so someone in the chat said it's not the exact same rattle. So let me just play it. Sounds like the same rattle to me. So if I hit ensemble, if the rattle disappears, it's the same rattle. If it's not the same rattle, it's very close because that got very quiet. Where'd the crazy door go? Right. So we're just having a flick through these sounds first. Now that's round robin. The thing is at 16 layers, I have yet to hear a sound that sounds like 16 players and not phase itself out. So this bit seems like a nice idea that doesn't quite work in practice. Doubling is amazing, though. Like, the doubling compared to stereo just sounds more impressive, just wider, you know? Right, there's cymbals. Heavy processing on the cymbals. So these just sound like drum kit cymbals as opposed to cinematic ones, which, you know, could be fun. Yeah, this is another group of sounds I don't use very often. Well, I might use it back there, though. Does it need 8 NKIs of various metals? In my opinion, no. I feel like the metals are the part I'm going to use the least. Like these things, they're great. But like, I feel like when you're using things like Foley, it's a very specific use. Like what would have been more useful, for example, is instead of having all this metal, I don't know, like guns reloading and shooting probably would have been more like, you know what I mean? Having it so you could go, you know, like those kinds of trailers. Or something which you actually use in trailers. Like I can't think the last time I was doing a trailer and I was like, I need that. And I mean, like, I understand the purpose of layering and the purpose of adding extra layers on top. But I feel like I would have preferred, personally speaking, yeah, just more metal stuff. Da 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 da. You know, da 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 da. Someone said that the library is called Ferrum, which is iron in Latin. Okay, so fair play. It's for the metal, but I would say that the metal is probably the least exciting part. It's the cleanest by far, but not something I would prefer. Okay, these ones are called the Tic Tacs, so let's put them. The TikToks, sorry, not Tic Tacs. Let's put it through some rhythms. Oh, God. You know what I mean? Like, they're called TikToks. And the thing with TikToks is they're supposed to be... I don't know, maybe... Like, for some reason, it just feels like they're not quite hitting as hard as... They're not hitting the rhythm as clean as they should, perhaps. You see, that's much better. That's better. Yeah, okay. But yeah, the thing I was hearing as wrong there, the thought process I was going down, is they all sound pretty good, but they're all pretty full sounding, and TikToks tend to need to be very, very, very thin and clicky. Otherwise, they take up too much room. Yeah, there is a tempo option down here. Half time, normal time, double time, quadruple time. Okay, this is it's a sequential sequencer as well, which means if I'm holding legato, it keeps going. Like if I bring in extra notes, it doesn't restart the it doesn't restart the sequence. It just picks up, drops whatever the new sound is, whatever beat you're on. And if I take off all but one, you know, you can just kind of do it like that, keep it evolving. It's pretty cool, actually. It works better like that, but you definitely need the rhythm. Because, like, programming it, I guess you'd have to do a fatter curve, like a, let's have it like S-shaped. So for those, again, who don't know what the curve thing is, just in the off chance you don't. So this is like, if I hit, imagine this line as the velocity or the volume that the note will play back, depending on how hard I hit the key. So if I hit the key soft, it'll only be this loud. If I hit the key hard, so like left, this axis is the loudness. If I hit it hard, it's going to play up this volume. If I hit it soft, it'll be down there. So you can do different curves, which don't seem to show up, but sometimes you can do like curves that bend inwards, which means that you have to hit really hard in order to get like actual hard MIDI velocity. But if you hit like an average one, it's going to err towards the soft. Or if you do it as a convex, then the harder you hit, like, or the softer you hit, it will still be quite loud. You know, like you don't have to hit it hard in order to get those top velocities. Those top velocities? Yeah. So like hitting it soft, I get soft. Whereas if we put it on something like Brick Wall, as you can see, it doesn't matter how hard or how soft I hit it. It'll always be the same. So really soft, really hard. Like, so just as an example, that's the most extreme. I feel like scale curve is probably the one where it's like you have to hit it really hard. But sometimes when you have a linear curve, and it depends on your keyboard. If your keyboard doesn't have great velocity response, a linear curve might be too hard for you, which means that like it's very difficult to play soft notes. So like what you should be hearing there is da 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 da, and I'm trying to play that. But I'd have to play really soft in order to get the... But if we try the scale curve... By the way, I'm not that bad at playing. Just as a note, whenever I'm streaming, there is like, I don't know, it must be like a 10 millisecond from when I hit the key to when it sounds, and it's not even that noticeable. It's just noticeable enough though when you're trying to play fast, you can't play the rhythm correctly. So percussive metals, more of the. In fact, no, I want to go back to percussive. I want to try that in a rhythm. Let's try it with the complex ones are actually kind of cool. Trailer basics. Let's have a look. Nah, trailer basics is too spread out. Where basic action 8s. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What? So that's in triplets, right? Fuck. So doing triplets. Dun 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 dun. God, some of these are really harsh on your ears. Sorry about that. Specific. Specific sounds like the other ones. Yeah, it sounds like the other ones. So I'm going through the metal pretty quick because I'm going through the metal ones pretty quick because they're not things I would use. And when I do these things, I show them how I would use them. So we're going through them very quick. Brazilian shaker. Dun drum bum. Dun. That sounds good. The metal ones genuinely sound like you're playing a metal, like a piece of metal. That's not a normal drum. And then we're back to the beginning. So that was just the quick look, just a very quick look through the sounds. So now I actually want to try writing something with them. So this could go any direction. So what should we write? What should we write? By the way, guys, today's stream will be like average length, normal length stream. But I'll explain all that to you later. I'll explain all that to you guys later. But anyway, so let's write some music. Could you suggest must-haves for realistic sound percussion, world, and cinematic libraries? Must-haves for realistic sound percussion? Probably. I mean, it depends what you mean. Like I like the damage ones. They are natural sounding drums. They're just hyped up. They've got a bit of bass in them. I always use damage. I always use like the Hans Zimmer percussion. I always use what else do I use? I use a lot of the ADO stuff or the old tone hammer stuff. They're very natural sounding. World libraries, that's a bit more difficult. I know that the new Strezov one, the Jade, is it Jade Empire? Yeah, Jade Ethnic Orchestra has a pretty decent percussion section. In terms of ethnic stuff, that's probably going to be more difficult. There is a library called Ethno World, which has some percussion. There's some other libraries as well, but other than that, it's one of those things. It's just you need to go search. There is no best for everything. There is best for specific things. So it very much depends on what you're doing. Man, I haven't written trailer music in so long. It's going to be difficult. It's going to be difficult. So the big thing. Okay. So what are we going to write? This is the bit that people on YouTube always get annoyed by the way, the bit where I'm just doing the stream. So it is one of those things. So if you're watching this on YouTube, you know, if you were at the live stream, this would be more fun. It'd be more engaging. Where I'm making my coffee. Mm. Can I not save a track? Reset whenever. What? Someone was asking how I saved the patch with legato off. I just turned legato off and resaved it. Right. So I need to get my head into trailer. How do trailers work again? You see, because a lot of people don't understand this, right? I'm a hybrid writer. I write hybrid music, but people seem to think that at any given time, any composer at any moment is capable of just coming up with music in whatever genre like that, right? Doesn't happen like that. We're creative beasts. And so one of the things we need is to like kind of feel the music. So I need to remember how to do trailers, and it feels like something I should just be able to do like that in an instant, and I can figure it out. Like if I have to do it for work, I can usually figure it out in a day, but to figure it out in minutes is a bit more complicated, because you see what happens is you end up doing right now I'm working on video games where I'm scoring actual levels and things, and that type of music is considerably different just in the form factor, the way it's written, the type of things you do, that it takes a minute for you to adapt back to your other style. Like, I can do that shit better than I used to. Right, so trailer music. So we definitely need some brostinatos, don't we? I don't know why I closed that down. Just do it like that. Do we still do trailers like that these days? Do we still do that shit, or what do we do these days? Give me keywords, and I'll try and write in the way that you guys are bringing it up. How what's Tenet? What I know what Tenet is, but like what is it in regards to music? In relation to music, I should say. A synth hop trailer. How does one do a fucking synth hop trailer? So they always tend to start with like a sound effect, like. Right, I'm putting that in there just because I like that sound. I'm just having this as a general synth vibe. I'm a big fan of how much that evolved. All right, so let's legato that. Now, I made this sound the other day that actually, now I'm thinking about it, I want to use. I made a, where is it? Custom samples. I made like this heartbeat out of sub kicks. Let's try that. That works. So something like that, but in like, I don't know why this is so wildly out of tune with everything. The pitch of this one is too wild. Okay, they're not in tune with each other. Like it slides up there, doesn't it? All right, so we're not having that one. I just need something. What is fucking Omnisphere? Okay. Look, listen to this. That is what we call taking the piss. So, right, let's do chaos, because I know that chaos has got sounds that will work for what I'm doing. Fucking hell. Omnisphere getting carried away. That's always been my biggest problem with Omnisphere. Whenever using the presets, does anybody else find that the presets are just too fucking much? Like they sound great in isolation. Drone. Need more of a drone. That's still an Omnisphere, isn't it? You can tell by the over-the-topness of it all. Lab West, you're absolutely right. I totally forgot to, didn't I? Not green sleeves. Why? What's wrong with green sleeves? Got a problem? We'll put a bass note through Chaos as well. We'll do the kick force or something. Yeah, I wonder if we can do some sort of cyberpunky thing. We could try it. You know what? That sounds so wrong, but in the right way. Like there's something unnaturally, like almost uncanny valley about that. I don't know why I like that so much. Something like that, but yeah, we'll keep it in. Just going to quickly save this one. Uno momento, por favor. Let me just save this as stream trailers. Right. Mind you, if we do that, what's the tempo? It doesn't really matter if we do it that way, does it? Right. Okay. Trailers. Right. We'll just call it trailers for now, because this will probably crash when I load the TAL plugin. Always seems to, but I like experimenting. Now this is like a really old school Juno replica, but it does have some ARPs in it. I think what could be cool is if we... Hey, I missed the start, but at least I'll be able to rewatch for the Big Mac Value Meal DJ. Thank you so much, Lab West. You are single-handedly keeping me alive with sustenance. I mean, with this, I could layer that with a drum, but I feel like it's... Jesus. Oh, has this got a rhythm on it? Is that what that is? So, like, instead of that, we could just be like... I mean, that could probably work with the beat as well, right? what am I hearing? I mean, if we're doing trailers. Right, I need a big splashy one, which, unless I'm mistaken, was the Organic Massive Ensemble. So, okay, we can do it like that. So it's like. Yeah, that works. Yeah, that's definitely going to work, guys. So. Now, what was? Someone had that dubstep pack. What was the free dubstep pack? Well, no. Let's do it with Ferrum. I need to pronounce it. Ferrum. Right. I need. Okay, so for this to work, we're gonna have to have something that works as a kick. We're gonna do trailer, so it's gonna be like. We're going to do trailer Cyberpunk with the biggest drums you've ever heard. So we need some sort of kick. Oh, wait, I'm in the wrong part, but yeah. I meant to load that into the percussion, but... And then we need like what, some hi-hats to it. I mean, we could literally just bring in like the chopper preset to fill it in for now, because it's just the quickest way to get into the cyberpunk world. I think I actually have cyberpunky ones already, but yeah, I do. I should just use those. But like, there's a preset in our cyberpunk part. So like, if I was to just you know what I mean? But take away the big drums for now. I think I might keep the snare in though. Oh wait, there is nothing else. Yeah, there is. That synth bass is way too loud though. Let's take the waveform out of this. Maybe the bass is just, this low note is way too low. So I'll just keep this beat going for now. I mean, sort of. I mean, we could. I mean, if we played it like up. But it sounds out of time for some reason. Is it the drums again? Yeah, they're like. See if we can get some of those metals in here. Like just doing cling, cling. We'll do the TikToks. Doing like ding, ding. Ooh, wrong one. So maybe, what was it? I probably want eighths, right? So we could just record that. We can just record that as a fucking thing. So I've got that as an audio file now, which means not only can we do that, but we could probably pitch it down so it's not as aggressive. That works better just as a single note, actually. So we can just keep that going. Legato it like that, and then we can just cut it where we need it, like that. So we could do like some sort of, what could we do that in? We could probably do that in like Serum, right? Maybe. So you'll be like, I only want this to go up one semitone. Oh. Maybe we could actually. You know what I mean? Like, or we could just do it in one motion. And then I want to put them in wormhole. I don't know why. I just want to make that filthy noise, you know? Happy with that. Save that and render that. And then if I put like Crush Station on that, I think it will probably make it a bit more filthy. Average? What's average? He said average length stream. Yeah, so later today, for those of you who don't know, it was my anniversary with my wife on Thursday. 3 years together already. Felt like 10. No, I'm joking. No, 3 years. And so today she wanted to do a stream, like a group stream, me and her. So we're going to stream on her channel. We're going to play some co-op games or something later if you guys are wanting some more streams today. So we're going to be doing that later. No. Sorry. I like it, but I feel like it needs magma. Magma has the weirdest sounding fucking hell. Magma. Magma has the weirdest sounding distortion because it comes through mono, but I like that. It's weird. It within the stereo signal, if you listen, it feels like it only affects the mid channel, but I like that. I'm happy with that mix, but what I need this to do is sound shifter, maybe. Come on. Come on. Right, so we get this, and then I want to just have this go from there to there. Nice little riser there for us. We'll just render that as well. I commit to things like this. So, oh shit, Alec Marie is raiding with a party of 40. Hello, fellow Alec Marie streamers, followers, friends. What are we doing? Sounds like R2D2 at the end. Well, the cool thing is because this is all committed to audio now, we can also just like transpose it. I like that. That works, right? As a little, considering it was just like that entire sound is this. Sound shifter adds so much delay. So does wormhole. Be gone. Who knows that? I'm not going to play more than that because I'll get copyright strike. No, there's no limit. No. What I'm going to do actually is I'm going to record. In fact, I want to make this the Right, so we don't need that as a sample. Like, this is something someone told me this is a very British way of doing it, like an old school Beatles almost way of doing it. And I was like, you know what? All you have to do is say something is British. And I'm like, you know what? That is how I'm going to do it for the rest of my life. And it's like the way they would work with audio is you commit to things. So instead of leaving things as MIDI, for example, like this did not need to be a MIDI. Like that doesn't need to be MIDI. So I'm not going to make it MIDI. I'm going to commit it to audio. And then whatever it becomes from that point on is what it becomes. And the thing I like about that, like you guys, I'm sure have heard of the Amen break, right? The, what's it called? Like the drum and bass, you know, the typical one. Anyway, the thing about that sample is it's a thing, right? It's a one wave file sample. But that has an intrinsic kind of value to it. It feels like a thing. You know what I mean? Almost like a tangible thing. And that's what I like to do with my own samples. I commit it down and then I fuck with it till it works. And then I render it out so that I have it forever. But then forever, I own that sample. So can you see what I mean by this fat drive, by the way? It's genuinely probably my favorite, I think that's a phrase, my favorite like distortion for just adding filth to things without it getting messy. Because it only seems to affect the mid channel. You know what I mean? But it adds. So without it. with it. And it's not changing much, but in the mix. System's loud versus my mic. Okay, let me turn it up. I mean, I can't really turn. It's because we're doing loud music. I think that's going to be a problem. I can turn it. I can turn down the actual music a tiny bit. If it's too loud, remind me to turn it back up. So it's now 10 dB lower. Not 10 dB, 10% lower. By the way, I apologize for not tweeting out that we're streaming today. Bit my mistake. And the reason I'm using that instead of the drums, by the way, is just it sounded so unnatural. It's funny because what I usually do, I'll show you what I was doing and then why it fucked up. So what I was doing is I loaded up a kick force, right? But because I didn't change because I didn't change the amount of steps. Oh my God, you see, I need to change that in my own library. So like, let's say that we have 8 steps now. It go through, but it's just re-triggering the first step over and over again, right? So what I need to do is so now it's actually going through the sample. So now I wonder if like we could just play that. Would it work? It'll be in time in a second. Hang on. Doesn't work at all. But it didn't work at all, but that doesn't have to mean failure. Because we can just change the type of sound. That'll work. And because this is doing a, what do you call it? Like a cyberpunk, like sidechain compression vibe, you can just come in and do something like this, like get the volume of it and then just... And you should be able to. Fuck. Ah. Right. Right, I'll put this in menu mode. I like that. Okay, what we got so far? Okay, for this to feel like trade. And now I know that I have some other ones of theirs. Let's try the Viking because they have some cool like brassy sounds in this, right? Sound design. Yeah, like some Brahms. Let's put some of their Brahms in there. Let's keep it as KeepForest as we can. Is this music for Cyberpunk? It's not for Cyberpunk, the game, but we're going in a Cyberpunk direction. I need a big bold one. Give me some balls. KeepForest, give me some balls. We need balls. By the way, something I want to explain to you about this sound design. So what I did was a very quick sound design riser thing, and I noticed I didn't really explain it. So what I was doing... Okay, so as I mentioned, that was just a Serum waveform that went meep at the end, right? Meep, meep. So what I did is I first had reverb. The reason I had reverb is because I knew that later I'd be pitching it all up and I wanted it to feel like a riser. So in order for risers to work, you need to have a consistent sound. So if you put a dense reverb or a long-tailed reverb after a sound that's not moving much, like a very static sound, then it will almost be as good as its own tail, you know, like its own release tail as opposed to a reverb tail. But then what I did is I distorted it so that I got the tone of the reverb and everything to sound like one sound. And then you pitch it all up afterwards while you have the reverb tail. And because you've distorted it, it adds, and you know, and because the reverb only has one real tonality in it, it sort of stays tonal to itself, even though these little areas here are pitching up within their little chunks. The tail that comes afterwards, because it's going into a reverb, it sounds natural, so it keeps rising naturally. If this is proper trailer, we need like a downer here, don't we? So I need to actually just quickly check something. So one of the cool things that KeepForest did, and like I like to think that I helped promote this, and I'm going to pat myself on the back completely without merit. I'm just doing it anyway. But they provided the Open Wave folder alongside it, right? And the reason I think that's important is because of reasons like this, where you just want certain sounds. You just want to go in and go like, what have you got? Bonus trailer effects. They have alarms. Didn't we literally just make this shit? Hang on, let's try it. We just made this type of shit from scratch. Why do they cut off like that? Lazy. I need a reverb tail. Like things with this, I feel like they want to be like that. Which I don't agree with too much. Yeah, that's the brand we wanted. So it's like... But for now, I actually want to just use... I just want to use some normal brass because I'm going to try and mix the two. So I'm going to use some monster low brass, get the articulation, just get a typical bram, you know, like an actual... I mean, we could put the thing on that as well, but we'll see. 3, 4. Brostinatos, I'm feeling them. What am I trying to do there? What am I fucking doing? That's it. -80. That's what I was trying to do. So So I did that completely wrong because we start there, which means I need to put a bar of what? 2, 2, 4 here in order to make that go back to normal. Thank you. No, so this part's all wrong. So like we've got this. What? So here. Just be like if I was trying to keep it consistent, we would just take that, move that there, and then put that up there. I don't like the way that sounds, so maybe if we moved it a bit like this. I need some context. I needed a downer. That's why I came in here. Why is there never down? What happens if I just type downer into here? Downer. What you got for me? You'll do. That's all I had to do. Didn't need to make it complicated there, DJ. Just keep moving. And we'll make this just a little bit shorter. There we go. That's all I had to do. Making it difficult for myself. We'll keep that Bram thing going just for this second repetition, but I want a theme in there, like a Bram. Can we fit green sleeves in it? Probably not. It doesn't work at all. It was worth a try though. We need a I need a you'll do. That was almost right. I'm just going to render that as audio. How close was I to the beat? Let's have a look. I feel like it's that hit. I need like another one of these, but like, oh, I could have a like a reverse sound. just a reverse is fine. Just a little reverse. I'm throwing these all over the place. There's no consistency to where these are landing. I mean, this has turned a little bit too heroic. Needs a hit with it, doesn't it? We got hits. We got hits, bros. Oh, wait, it's up here, isn't it? So I've painted myself in. So I've painted myself into. It's. Where did the cyberpunk idea come from, by the way? Where did we end up with that? Right, so one thing that we did load earlier, but I think I accidentally closed, was the towel thing. Now, I do want to add that back in because that's got some pretty good arpeggios usually. So... love it. So... okay, that's fine. Reverb. In fact, let's try it in this. Stop. Listen to this fucking thing, like. By the way, acknowledge how pad-like this sounds. I love that. It's a bit too bold for what we're doing. So replica definitely will be good. I need to get the right. Okay. Put this in fourths. Let's fix that up. it needs to be close, doesn't it? Close harmony. Maybe that. It sounds like Stranger Things since, well, it's the Juno. It's a Juno 60 replication, so it is that kind of 80s vibe. But that kind of 80s vibe is perfect. Don't like that going up. So, what could we do? I think I prefer the top line on the bottom. Except for that first bit. So what I'm doing here, for those wondering, is when you're working with an arpeggiator like this, usually certain notes are going to be stronger than others. So like you'll hear the higher notes go do-do-do-da. So if it's landing on that 1, 2, 3, 4, it's landing on a beat like this. It's going to be loud, everything all together. So it goes da-ba-da-ba-da-da-da-da, and that dun pokes through. And so that means that on that beat, the top line will be the one you hear. And so by instead of having this here, because this goes da, da, like it goes up. Whereas I actually want this line to come down to this one. I want you to hear that inner line instead. So you get da, 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 da. So you'll see that like the important beat is landing here and then on the downbeat and then here, right? So the top line is the one you want. So I'm going down and then the second time I'm doing a rise. So. I wonder if we just put this here, what that will be like. writers though, I know music, but I do agree that Inception brass is quite overused. What's the Inception brass? This? I don't care. Doesn't matter if it's overused. All that matters is if it sounds good. It still sounds good to me, so I'm using it. Right, so this bit. We could probably layer that up, right? Nobody writes in D anymore? Okay, fine. Let's put it in C. Can you hear that release time, by the way? How long that took to go out? Oh, no, this won't work. Pull the Jacob Collier and write in G half sharp. You see, no. I understand the musical merit of being able to write in G and a half sharp, but to me, it like our ears are not ready for that yet. Right, I am desperate need of the bathroom. So, tea break, everybody. Grab yourself a drink. Do not go anywhere. I am just in need of using the restroom whilst we are writing this piece. So if you are in need of the bathroom yourself, go grab a drink. If you need to get a drink, now is the time. Put on a coffee or something. I will play something in the meantime. Hang on. It always takes me forever to find something that you guys could watch that would be interesting. Hang on. Let me find... Oh, God. Hang on. Oh, this one will be fun. Hey guys, Daniel James here. And, Shut up. Today is the 3rd of December, I think. There you go. I'll let you guys enjoy this. I'll be right back. Okay. That's enough. Right, I'm back. Did everybody grab a drink? Did everybody grab a drink while I was away? Everybody get one? Where were we? All right, let me actually. Look, I'm gonna grab a drink from my fridge. The great Pepsi Max shortage of 2020 continues, so I'm still on Diet Pepsi. Got your Coke and not the drink. Hal Valor, god damn it. Right, where were we? Are we still in The reason I do that, by the way, is when I program in rhythms, obviously they're all at the same velocity. So I just come in and I just humanize it by trying to keep my hands straight while I go across and audition them. Doesn't usually work very well, but right. So I'll put the chords in. We definitely want some chordal. We're going to the C the second time. I've changed my mind. Oh, goodness. So you just need to go back to a G. And then, yeah, you're fine. You just need to be a G. You need to be a G. And then that's good. Okay, so we go up to the C the second time. Da, 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 da. Like that. That way, we have a little bit of movement, a little bit of different movement. Yeah, that's fine. And then you up to, okay. Fucking Inception Brasso. Hey, Carmine Rock 97. I'm doing well. How about yourself? I'm trying to make fucking. Can you hear the string? Listen. So that's what I'm talking about, hung note. Listen. It's fading out. Which means the contact bug isn't a hung note. It's like, for some reason, it's just increased. It's just fucking increased the decay time on it for some reason. Right. So to record this, what is it? It's D. Okay. So I'll do it like this. what synths am I using? Which synths are you interested by? Have that go down like that and then up at the end. So it could be like. Just for now. And then we'll bring in some alarms because everybody loves alarms. That was a cheese, but I like it. No, no, Satan. What's with these little guitar solos all of a sudden? What's that? C sharp. So we want to go up to. Match made in heaven, some say, or in a bedroom. Others would say, wow, you guys are getting personal. Where did you and JJ first meet? At the Game Awards. The video I was showing you was the day we met. Something like that, I don't fucking know. Talking about Andrew. What? You were talking about DJ and Andrew. Okay. God, I'm missing so much of the conversation. So where did me and Andrew meet? Andrew, where did we meet? If Andrew's still here. Andrew Orsano. Where did we meet, Andrew? I forget. Fuck, where did we meet? Like, I'm trying to think back. It doesn't feel as obvious. It was probably on a project. That works as a theme. Something like that. You know what I mean? Something along those lines. So it's like jun 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 jun. Oh, they phased out. You know, and then what we could do, we could try. You know what I mean? Like a. Yeah, I'm going to do it like that. So I'm going to actually cut out the bits. And I wonder if we still have, what's it fucking called? The stutter edit. I wonder if we still got that. Dun, 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 dun. It doesn't need that extra hit. Yeah, it does. Let's duplicate this track. And then that way I can just add effects on here. So stutter it. Let me save it first, because Isotope is one of those ones. Right, stutter edit 2. You guys been using this? For now, I'm just going to move this out the way. And I'm going to bring this one back in only because... and then, so to set this up, I need to add a MIDI track and point. Let's call this SE stutter edit. And I need to send that to the stutter edit intro, which is going to be on stereo out R02. That one, stutter edit. No, don't need a picture. So now this should control the stutter. Let's see what we can do. turn it down, it might get loud. Do we have like slices or something like that? That would be great. Factory banks. Bass beats and instruments, cinematic. Oh, cinematic and trailers. Cinematic effects. Okay. Let's see. Very cinematic. Very cinematic there. I just need some straight, good old-fashioned slices. Experimental cinematic trailers. BT signature banks. What's he got? Right. I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of what he's doing right now, so I'm not going to bother. I'm not going to bother. It's abort. So like I kind of like that, but it also works like this. Yeah, so I like that sound that I made, so I want to keep using it, but oh, that would be good. So. It's like a bit over. I wonder if we can get like some carbon in this. We haven't used carbon for a while. Let's just see what happens. Do I have Gatekeeper from Polyverse? Yeah. Sorry, I wasn't trying to just do no, Siri. I wasn't trying to do a just a straight gate. I have many things that can do a straight gate. I wanted to do like some sort of decrescendo or something, just, you know, kind of creative. One fun thing you can do is if you want to do crazy gates, I recommend Volume Shaper if you know it. And the reason is, I'll give you a quick demo of why that is. Because you can split the bands into separate things and unlink them. So we can have the bottom, for example, doing... I always just set them to that. So we can have that, the bass doing like an eighth dotted note and the top doing a 16th. So it ends up being like this. Put it on the wrong channel. There we go. So then you have like two rhythms, and then we pull that back. So you see, like, I'm not completely fucking up the rhythm there, but I'm giving it the in the bass, but the top's going. So again, with the mix all the way up. But if we mix that down, you feel that kind of movement within the sound, but you don't hear it as much. So what you could do is something like this, where you go. So over time, you know, you sort of ramp into it. So let's try that actually. So we'll just do that, and then we'll have it so that by the end of it, it's fully in. So now. So again, these aren't like things you have to do, but they add like rhythmic variety. Drums are though? Project Chaos. Like you can tell just by these drums, like how big they are making everything sound. This is just the library by itself. These drums are I need to learn the word. Ferrum. How do you pronounce it? Is it Ferrum? Or is it Ferrum? Or Ferrum, which is almost like a Middle Eastern name. Ferrum. That's what it sounds like. Right. Metal TikToks. Let's put these up to some crazy trailer basics. Okay. What channel are you on? 4. Like they just, I mean, I get what they're going for, but it doesn't quite work. The first one you said for the Latin pronunciation, Ferrum. Ferrum. AK-47, AK-47. What? Oh, kick AK-47. Yeah, like the drum sound. I'm not fully sure where we're going with this. What do you guys think? What based on the hour and a half we've had with it, I think we've made progress, right? Well, we've maybe had about 2 hours with it. We're not making as much progress, but you have to remember, I haven't written trailer music in a very, very long time. Arpeggios now. What kind of arpeggios? I mean, we've got arpeggios. We've got brostanatos. They're not really arpeggios. That, by the way, this little movement here is straight up like Batman. And it's like, if you go from a D to an F, like, it's going to sound like Batman. But, like, that's where I'm always curious about, like, you can't. So everybody would be like, oh, that's just the Batman theme, you know, going. But then, does that mean that he now owns that third jump up? Like, because that's all it is. Like, I feel like if you make your melody that simple, you can't really copyright it, because it's from that point on. Are you saying that no one else can go from D to F over a B flat? Yeah, it'll definitely stick in people's minds, that's for sure. There we go. Make it more of a melody, and all of a sudden it's fine. You know, just do something like that. like in context. What we could probably do is just put like some of the I think I've loaded the same one twice, haven't I? Massive Ensemble. I did. So which one am I using? Which one am I actually using? I'm not using 3. So I'll make number 3 the hybrid trailer percussion. No, that was the wrong one. Over this one. Crunch. So we could do like some, imagine there's things popping up on screen. See, like, because that's what would happen in the actual. It's interesting because usually these kind of hits and things, I've found the trailer editors tend to prefer to do that themselves. So, I mean, you can add this to the music, but usually they're cutting it out just so that they can place it themselves. But normally you'd have something like this. You know, and they'd place that shit over the top. But then... So maybe if we... No. I'll put this pitchy thing in there now. Oh, that's creepy, man. Like, it's funny, if you add any more rhythm than this, right? If you add any more rhythm, it stops becoming a trailer and becomes more of like a, what would you call it? Like a cop show. try something else. I want to try something else. Not happy with the way that turned out. So put them in. You know what? I want to quickly try putting a damage loop in here. I just want to see how well they play together, because these are the two new big ones out, you know. So I think it makes sense to compare the two in terms of how well they play together. All right, not that one. You know which one I'm going for. Who thinks they know? It's this one here. No. So I don't know. I'm brostinatoing right now. Like, this is definitely more in the trailer vibe. then if I was to put this on 3, it should just... Dun, dun, dun. Yeah. I wonder if we could just keep this building like... So we've got an A, a D. So this has to be that. I have no idea what that's going to do, but let's see. It's got a bit of a Halloween vibe, but yeah. I see how that one works just in context. So it'd be like, these don't work here. You might, but it's mostly going to be these. So shun dun 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 dun. Okay. Vibe. fuck is that sound? None of this. Needs a synth design. It just needs that din 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 din. Do we have that from the guitar? Can we get that? Dun, 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 dun. There it is. Okay. Okay. actually works really well. I will have to play it in, but okay. I'm actually going to record that down to audio as well, so that we can we can actually put a riser on it. I miss from Ableton Live. In Ableton Live, on the clip, you could do the pitch shift. I need to fix that, don't I? Right. These need to be like all the way up to the end. Okay, so I'm going to have to put this in, what, like 64ths? And then there down. Right? It kind of worked like, if I was to like hit this. Like, okay, to do that, we could do it like that, open it up so that it swells, and then before it hits, pull it down like this. So it'd be like. Because we can actually, we can close that, so we can do it right there. So it's like, so it's like it swallows it up. Or we can just like completely. Just get rid of it. Which I prefer much, much better. Right, let's render that. How are you guys getting on? You enjoying it so far? You enjoying watching this process of trailer creation? It's mostly me remembering how to do trailers because it's been a minute. I think the last trailer I did that was like this was like maybe 3-4 years ago. I mean, there's a different one. It's like a. Because I like this vibe. And you're still landing Call of Duty stuff in the trailers, I know, right? Nice. Where the fuck did the riser go? Dead. And then big, swelly kind of. That'll do. If only these were tempo synced. They might be. It's just I'm not finding the right sync points for most of them. Right. Well, it's triplets. It's triplets. I can't not do this. I feel like you can't call yourself a trailer composer unless you do this. Oh, you couldn't really hear it because they're all too quiet. Oh, because we got the other one doing it as well, haven't we? I forgot about that. The reason, by the way, it keeps going out of time is I have Cubase set up so that what it'll do is if the playhead starts when a MIDI note is, let's say that you've got a sustain note like this. Normally, if you were to trigger it here, just start playing from this point, this note here wouldn't trigger because it would only trigger on note start. Whereas I have mine set so that whenever a MIDI note is there, it will trigger from there. And that's helpful if you're writing with strings and things like that, because, you know, you don't have to wait. Like, say you've got a long string sustain, you don't have to go way back to where that note started in order to hear it. So it's better for things like that. But if you've got anything that's tempo synced as a loop, you'll end up like this. Look, so this is with it starting on the beat. If I start it off the beat, like it's all over the place, so. Dun, dun, dun. I mean, what we could do is dun, dun, dun. But you need like... So I think that'll probably work better. So... bass line under the spiccato strings? There is. There is. Bass line's always there. And the bass line is doubled here. So I want, I wonder if, oh, I loaded this up, didn't I? No, I didn't. Maybe we could put some choir in there. A choir's still a thing. I feel like choirs went out of fashion in the 90s, but fuck it, this is just for fun. So we'll give it a go. Give it a solid go. Oh, Jasper. Oh, it doesn't go that high. Oh, wrong key. I mean, it's going to be the wrong key. Like these are always good to have some strings under them, so I'm just going to do that right now. The fact it can. I wonder the mark-up. Can you hear that held note? Still going. Can't really do that with a sustain. Can you hear those held notes, by the way? Look. Those string notes that are held, that's the new contact bug. So it's as if it's extended the release or the delay. Because it's not free, it's not freezing. Listen, it's fading out. So the difference between a hung note and whatever this bug is a hung note will go forever. It's as if you're still holding the key. Whereas this just extends how long it takes for it to fade out, and it takes fucking forever. I have no idea what I played there. Right, not anything impressive by the looks of it. Right, so all of this was eighths. This needs to be eighth note. Eighth note triplets. Resize to grid and then ba ba ba. That sounds like Rebirth. No. Like the Matrix. No, do sa yo ba yo. Right, these need a 50 back. La da hey da. These can be a bit longer, right? Yeah, they can be like. Nah, this staccato, like, because the mod wheel. It's not about turning the mod wheel to make them more staccato with these ones. It's more about how short you make the note. The other choir I fucking love, by the way, the Dominus choir. Man, this thing just brings joy to my heart. I think we need a green sleeves cover. Watch it crash now that I've said I love it, and it'll be like, no. Can we make it say green sleeves? No. Anyway, not what we're doing. Just fancied a little play with Dominus there. Right. I'm curious. So, like, I did make another one. Like, there was actually some cyberpunky sounds. So let's see if any of these worked. I wonder if I made any things with these. Or like that. That may sound shit right now, but it's splashy enough that we can put our knob on it and make it pump. What? There's a sentence. Right. Fucking hell. We'll figure out the rhythm on that bit, but yeah. That wasn't actually what I wanted. It sounds cool, but like that's not going to work for what we're doing, unfortunately. Damn, so many expensive plugins and libraries. Yeah, but I've also been doing this for 10 years, you know. So I've procured a lot over my time. Okay. I wonder if we can just drop that in. So one thing, one little tip here is that like not all sample libraries have to be expensive. Like you can, for example, go to somewhere like Loop Masters or Noise or Splice or wherever, and you can get like a lot of these samples that I'm like these ones. And like you can see that every key is like a different. And the way this is working is I've put all the, I'm just using Project Chaos, and I've put all of the waveforms in menu mode. So the drums will stay the same no matter where I hit. Oh, except the hi-hat. Right, but because the bass sustains, which are all just waveforms, they just sound like this. But then I put a step sequencer on them. We can also do it with this as well. So you see, every time I change note, because we're in menu mode, it's like a different song. But we're not doing any of that. I just wanted to show you what that was. So some cool vibes, but again, the wrong thing. Oof. Someone on the aircon has got food in their room. I can smell it. Can't do that. I love that groove. You know what I mean? It's got a vibe. I like that. I'm saying I like that as if as if I didn't make it, you know? I'm like, oh yeah, I like that. It's like, of course you fucking like it, you moron. You made it. It's in there. Right, unless I'm mistaken, someone like I went and re-downloaded the Morph thing, and now I have a plugin called Morph SC or whatever it was. All right, let's just try it. So let's put Morph, which it should be the sidechain, right? Yes, yes, they've added the sidechain. Someone kindly pointed that out to me. Okay, let's mix that with the bass line. Let's sidechain that to Diva 1. How do I get a silent sidechain? Is that a thing? Can we do that? Is there a way to silence side chain? I'm curious to see what it does, so I'm just going to render one of these down. What happened? What did Proxu? Why did you time someone out? Alvala? Let's see what that actually sounded like. That didn't quite work, did it? So maybe we need to do more like this. Is there a way? Is there a way? Is there a way to bring in the sidechain without having to listen to it? It's a shame. That is a crying shame. Oh well, we'll figure out morph one day. You also route it, then it should work. Pre-post fader. So wait, what? Walk me through it. Walk me through it step by step, and I will do it. I'll give it a go. By the way, this synth putting in work, right? This tone. By the way, that plugin is really good on ARPs and stuff. This is Super VHS. It's basically made for it's basically just made for making things sound like they're on a VHS. What was he asking, by the way? What was the guy who got banned? But Super VHS, like I use this one the most, the drift, because basically it creates analog drift, which is when the notes aren't quite perfect. For help on his gospel number 1, I've got what you need. I've got what you need, son. I've got Dominus somewhere. I did have Dominus. Bear with me. No, we have a fellow musician in need. We're going to help him. We're going to help him. So first you get Dominus. You get you get Misery de Me or whatever. You come to Contact 5. Come to Orchestral. Is it Keyboard? You get your organ. So he's gonna So how would you do it? Be like, please be seated and turn to page 45. In the beginning, well, they didn't start in the beginning on page 45. The organs in the Contact Factory library, by the way, are legit. I think I have to turn these down though. Yeah, for some reason, all my UIs are fucked for the Contact Factory library. I think I just need to update it, but I usually don't update mid-project. Jeez, that's loud. Anyway, so you just get those two together and boom, Bob's your uncle, Fanny's your aunt. So anyway, where were we? This. Yeah, we don't need any of that old stuff. There is a secret code only Discord members know how to get a discount. Is there? Serious question. Did I give you guys a discount code? It's very possible I did. But if not, I definitely should. But anyway, guys, that's probably going to be